right, guys, welcome back to the Mental Metal channel and mentalmetaldetecting.com. And today we're focusing on the Minelab X-Terra Pro. This is a very powerful machine for the price. It's probably one of the best, I would say, entry-level machines on the market for about 300 bucks. I don't know what the price is today. It was 300 bucks. It might have went up by now, but regardless, you can find out all that information over at Fort Bedford Metal Detectors. They sell these, and they'll be happy to hook you up with one of them. I'm a big fan of this machine. I do like it for what it offers and for the price. There's some really cool features in here for what you get as a beginning or semi-beginning metal detector. If you're looking for a machine for kids or whatever, who are just starting out, don't want to put a lot of money in the hobby, I highly recommend this machine. And who doesn't like the red background? I really love that. I think that's one of the coolest features of the machine. Anyway, but that's not why we're here to talk about the Xterra Pro. We're going to actually go through, I have a very simple setup for coin shooters. So if you have kids who are using this machine, or you're just starting to use it for the first time, trying to figure out how to use it, I'm going to show you how to do a very simple setup for coins. And the coins I'm testing today, or showing you how to set up against, are, we'll pick up a Walker $50, a Barber quarter. It'll pick up a War nickel, a V nickel, a Buffalo nickel, Merc dime, KGs, large cents, and so forth. Typically any U.S. coin that you can find in the United States, it should pick it up with this setup. Now, this setup's a little different than some of the other machines where you have a lot more customization. I like to do my coin setups or my coin shooting programs based on tone breaks, and I try to adjust them based on those features. In here, I don't have the ability to adjust the tone breaks. All I can do is adjust by notching out certain ranges of target IDs. Not ideal, but for this type of machine and what it offers, this is actually a really good way to do it. And I've actually tested it with all these coins, and it's clearly detectable. So what it will not do is give you the ability to detect certain things, like certain rings, for instance, like this tungsten ring. You will not hear it on this machine very well, I should say. It will knock those kinds of things out. However, on the other flip side, if you've come across a silver ring, you will hear that. So you will get some rings, you'll lose some rings. So if you're looking for jewelry and you want to be, part of that acceptable range, this setup is not going to help you. It's going to be strictly for coins. So I just need to caveat that going in to before we set this up. Now, I have a bottle cap here. You hear how broken up that is? So that'll be clearly knocked out. I have another type of bottle cap, a very foil wrapped bottle cap. Same thing. Its numbers are going to jump a lot. It's going to sound really strange, but coins sound really good. Here is a KG. Here is a Walking Liberty $50. Here is a Mercury dime, 82, 83. Here is a V nickel, Buffalo nickel, War nickel, Barber quarter, silver, Indian head penny, a large cent. So you get the idea. It's going to pick up all these coins very well, and it's going to sound really good too. So, but you are going to get some junk still in there. You can't knock out everything. Here is a piece of foil. You'll probably dig that. Here's another type of foil. It's not jumping around too much, but a rusty nail, gone. So you won't dig nails, hopefully. Hopefully you won't dig nails. Now, I do have a gold ring in here. We'll test that just so you can potentially hear, if you're not here. Gold ring is a 14 karat wedding band of mine. So you're still going to hear the gold. Well, at least that. That one you'll hear. Here is a gold bracelet. Not so much on that one, just smaller. So good. It's going to be hit or miss. Here's a nice gold ring, 18 karat. Not going to hear that one. So it just varies. So rings, jewelry, going to be tough. So I'm just throwing that out there. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up if that's what they think they're going to find if you set the machine up the way I'm going to show you. All right. Now, with all that out of the way, I need to show you how to do this. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to reset the machine. Now, if you never knew how to reset the machine to factory defaults, now you're going to know right now. So I'm going to turn off the machine, and now I'm going to turn it back on, and I'm going to hold the power button in. And you should see two letters pop up, F and P, and let go. Now you're factory preset. You're back to beginning. Now I'm going to change the LCD to red. Now you notice up here at the top, this whole bar is now filled in. All right, except for these ones over here at the far left. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go into the accept reject and knock out some of these bars that are showing up. Because right now it's pretty much going to hit on everything. All right, so to set this program up, you're going to want to be in Park 1. I wouldn't recommend doing this in any other setup except Park 1. All right, so if you don't know how to get in there, hit your coil button here. It'll scroll you through the programs. You know, if you're over in Beach or something, go back to Park 1. Make sure you're in Park 1. Now, the frequency, I'd recommend leaving it in 10 kilohertz. What you're going to do now is you're going to hit your settings button. You're going to go all the way till you get to your accept reject feature right here. All right, that's with the checkbox, check mark, and the X. All right, now you see your cursor up here at the top. Well, I have a cheat sheet here that I wrote down. I figured all these out. So we're going to configure this setup so we knock out all the stuff that is not coins, okay? So right now, anything that's not highlighted in, it's knocked out. So the first four here are already knocked out for you. So to move your cursor, you hit the plus button over, and you keep going till you get to the first one that is shaded in, and that is at 0. We are going to knock that out. We don't want to hear anything at 0, so you want to hit your checkbox. You're checking your X button. Hit that, and now you see that it went away. Now you're going to keep scrolling over with your plus button. Now we're at number 4. It is not turned on, so we're not going to hear that anyway. So let's go to the next one. You notice how it's jumping every 4 increments. That's how these are set up. These little boxes up here are 4 target IDs in one box. So you really can't get too customized. You have to do it in 4s. So we're going to knock out everything up until we get to, I believe, 24. So we're going to knock that out. We're going to knock out 12. We're going to knock out 16. We're going to knock out 20. And we're going to get to 24. We're going to leave 24 on because that's where our nickel range starts. Actually starts at 26 to 30, but we have to leave 24 in there because it's a factor of 4. We're going to go to 24 to 28. We're going to leave that on because that is also part of that range. And now at 32, we're going to stop at 32. So the next one will be 34. Or 36. We're going to actually take that out. All right. So our next range that we're looking for here is 2630. We've done that one. Our next range is going to be from 44 to 45, but we can't do 44 to 45, so we have to do what's closest to that. This is going to cover your Indian head, your fatty Indian head coins. So if we're starting at 44, if we have a number, or the range starts at 44, we need to go to 40. We're going to leave 40 on. We're going to go to 44. We're going to leave that on, and we need 45 in there. So we're going to leave. We're going to stop at 48, and we're going to knock 48 out of there. All right, so now we have that range in there. So now the next range is going to be from, we need to look for 61 to 62. That is your other range for Indian head pennies. So we're going to go up to, we're going to knock out 52. We're going to knock out 56. We're going to leave 60. We're going to leave 64. But we're going to knock out 68 because we want to make sure the 61 to 62 is covered. I think actually, can we get rid of I think we can get rid of 64. Yeah, that's right. I only want 61 to 62. So if I go back, 60, well, 56, 60 has an increment of 4, so it should go up to 64. Nope, yep, I can get rid of that one. So that one's okay. I can get rid of 64. All right, make sure that's gone. So in 60, I have 61, 62, and 63. That will cover my Indian head penny that runs from 61 to 62. So I don't need 64, so we'll make sure that's zeroed out. Now we got that covered. The pennies and nickels are covered. Now we need to cover down for the next lowest range coming up, and that's going to be the penny range at 79. So we're going to knock out, we already knocked out 68. We're going to knock out 72. We're going to knock out 76, I believe. Oh, no, we can't. We got to keep 76 because our range starts at 79. So 76 all the way up, I would say, yeah, pretty much that should be it. I think that's because everything else, so 79 and 80 covers your pennies. 80, 81 covers your dime. 80, 82 covers your silver rosy dimes. 81, 82 covers mercs. So basically the range from 80 to 83 covers your dimes, 79 to 80 covers your pennies, and then we run into your quarters. Quarters can run from 88 to 89, 89 to 90. So I would not knock out anything else from this range up. So that should be covered. So all of our coins should be, I think, covered in this range. So KGs are covered, yep. Large cents are covered, yep. So I think that should do it. Let's test it out real quick. Let's go back to our main window here. So let's make sure they all work. Here's our $50 Walking Liberty. Works. Here is KG. Yep. Here is our V nickel. No problem at all. Here's our War nickel. Here's our Merc dime. Here's our Buffalo nickel. Here is our large cent. Here is our Barber quarter. Here is our Indian head penny. Uh-oh. I'm not getting that one. What happened? Maybe I got to fix that one. Here's our penny. So I tried to fool you here. Indian head penny's not coming up. So let's go back to our math here. Let's go back in, make sure we got that covered. We need to go back into our settings. We need to back up to our Indian head penny, which should have been 61.62. Did I get that? So 64. So 60. I see. So if we take that out, or I'm sorry, if we add in 64, I think that'll do it. There it is. I knew I had one I was missing. It looked funny for a second there. That should do it. That'll cover the Indian head pennies. Go back. And I think that is it. I think I got everything else in there. Here is a modern nickel. I'm sorry, that's not a modern. Here is a fatty Indian head. So that one needs a little work, I think. Actually, no, it's coming up. 44. Yep. We got the Indian head, or I'm sorry, the fatty. And here is a regular quarter. And here is a silver Washington quarter. Let's try to make that fatty come in a little bit better. I think, is that a fatty? No, that's a, here's fatty. No, I think it's all right. Let's try to make that a little better. I think it might come in a little better if we go into setup, our settings again. Let's back up to the 40 range. 48, 44, 40, 40. 40 is accepted. 44 is accepted. Maybe if we make the one more 48, accept that one. Let's hear what it sounds now. There we go. So there you go. We just needed to add one more box of 4 in there. So there you have it. So if we go back to the beginning, I'll walk through this again. All right, so negative 16 all the way up to 20 has been notched out. And then you're going to leave 20, or I'm sorry, 24, 28, 32 are all accepted. Then you're going to notch out 36. You're going to turn back on or leave on 40, 44, and 48. Then you're going to notch out 52, 56, and then you're going to leave on 60, 64. Then you're going to turn off or notch out 68 and 72. And then from 76 all the way up, you're going to leave on. All right. That is how you set up a coin program for the Xterra Pro from Minelab. Now, if you have any questions, drop them in a comment. I'll try to answer as many as I can. Had a couple people in the Patreon group ask me about this, so I thought I'd put it out there. And so you too could be a part of Patreon. Just go over there and check out our Patreon group, or you can join our YouTube memberships. We have those turned on as well. If you don't like Patreon, you can certainly support us there. And every little bit counts. I really appreciate all the support on my Patreon group. All the members in there. The group is growing. We're up to like 90 plus members now. So if there's something you want to come over there and check out, I have a ton of machines, information on a ton of machines in there. I try to answer all the questions I can from people who are in the group. You have access to me. You have early access to all the content. You actually drive the content for my channel here on YouTube, as well as the YouTube memberships as well. So some perks in there for the Patreon members that I can't do for you or the YouTube memberships, but you can get some free decals and t-shirts and things like that in there. So just check it out, Patreon or YouTube memberships, and I appreciate that. And don't forget, please, if you like this video, hit the like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm move this video out to a wider audience, and it just helps my stats better and helps me grow the channel. So if you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button and share the video with as many people you can. All right, and that's it for this video. Hope it was helpful. Hope you enjoyed learning how to set up a coin program for the Minelab X-Terra Pro metal detector. A very good machine for the money. Don't forget, Fort Bedford carries them. If you need them, go over there, call them up, send them a message, tell them you need them. Tell them the Mental Metal channel sent you. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in another Mental Metal video.